There's a meeting, we had to get to it. It went off the rails very quickly. Anti-Vaxxer at a county board meeting. This is in San Diego County. This is the Board of Supervisors. The meeting descended into chaos. Let's just go to the video.
You're about to open a pit of hell. You do not get a vaccine passport put on us. You know, as the population who's in control, you know that the people who are the politicians, once you get a power, you will never relinquish it. Do you think that the 4 feet of marble that holds you above high in this chamber will help you from the fate of humanity which you are unleashing? No, it won't. Your children and your children's children will be subjugated. They will be asked, how many vaccines have you had? Have you been a good little Nazi? Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! There's been a lot of talk about the Nuremberg Code. Well, I brought you a copy. You are all in violation of Section 1. Yes, you, Dr. Wooten. You are in violation of the Nuremberg Code, which is international law. And the definition is...
Thank you, sir. Your time has expired.
The definition, we shall not be...
I like the way the guy calmly said, sir, your time has expired. Okay, first of all, if you are in public education, you already have vaccine mandates. Okay, everybody has a vaccine mandate protocol in virtually every public school in the United States of America. This is not a new thing, is my point. The gentleman that you saw there, his name is Matt Baker. Mr. Baker, in addition to this county board meeting, Baker was also present at the anti-masker Proud Boys rally that turned violent, held this past month at LA City Hall. Okay, so he was there. SDA against Fash. This was a reply about Matt Baker. And you see also present at the Proud Boys rally that took place. You see that, so there's picture. Also, a Twitter user claiming they used to know Baker and worries about his current mental state said this. This is from Brett Wise. He said, and I quote, "I knew Matt as a regular when I was a barista in OB. He is clearly not well, and his mental health has deteriorated significantly since I've last chatted with him. I hope he is able to get better. This is horrific." Jordan, what are your thoughts?
This, I mean, we mentioned it in the last clip, but it seems to be the theme here with people who are anti-vax, anti-mask, and in this case, drawing comparisons to Hitler. People's brains have been completely fried by the internet. Even look at today at the Capitol. There's a guy who researchers quickly found. He was going to the Library of Congress. He claimed he had a bomb, and they looked at his Facebook, and it's just filled with all of these right-wing meme and propaganda pages. We see this manifest in different ways, and people, are now thinking that a simple vaccine mandate or mask requirement to ensure public health is akin to Hitler and the rise of the Nazis, which is one, deeply offensive, and two, historically inaccurate. Like you pointed out, teachers have to get vaccines, students have to get vaccines to protect against things that we have found cures for a century ago. This is nothing new, but these flames are stoked by demagogues, misinformation artists, whatever, because they see it as a new front in the culture war, which is sad. This is how it manifests. I feel bad for people who have to deal with this kind of stuff on a government level, because it's already hard to attract good talent to local government because it's so underappreciated and so underpaid. So that people are even willing to deal with this is one, the true meaning of a public servant, and I feel bad for anyone who has to face people like this. This guy is a lunatic.
Yeah, and we don't have the numbers all codified yet, but we do know that school teachers have resigned because of these COVID battles. We know that superintendents, some high profile, they have decided to seek other careers due to the way their local government decided to handle the COVID issue and mask mandates or banning the school's ability to actually implement a mask regimen. None of this makes sense. And think about it this way. If we were talking about another country, right? Let's say we're not talking about America, we're talking about another country. And we're saying things like, wow, that country, they won't allow children to wear masks to protect themselves from this serious virus. We would all universally agree, man, that's just wrong. They need to be able to at least make the decision. But because it's happening domestically and we're in the middle of it, we're kind of inside of the boiling pot. We don't realize that we're being cooked in real time. And that's what's happening to us here in America. Yeah.
I mean, look at how we exercise our foreign policy. The jingoism and the xenophobia we apply to every other country around the world. If any other country did this, and especially in a majority black or brown country did this, we would accuse him of being a culture of child abusers. We look at how people talk about people in Afghanistan right now. You're seeing tons of unilateral condemnations of the country as pedophiles and child abusers because of like one sect of the army. They would unilaterally smear any other majority black or brown country who did this. But here it's okay because it's entrenched in our liberty or whatever. But then we have a country like New Zealand who locks down immediately when there's one case and protects everyone because there's a sense of collectivism.
That's right.
Hey, look, one person has it. Let's all quickly, it's going to be a little bit of a sacrifice, but in the long run, we can quickly go back to living our normal lives, and they all get it because it makes sense. But no one can do that here. It's a selfish country that just continues to project our own issues onto the rest of the world, unfortunately.
Very well said, brother. Very well said.